We all live to tell.
Hello everybody! Happy Wednesday evening, live tutorial stream. Little late and little weird and I don't know what the heck is happening with my tech, but hi Kenneth, hi Lori. I had to answer so many questions about not being a robot in order to get on stream tonight. It was really annoying. Especially since I'm apparently very bad at recognizing stoplights. But, so here we are, and we're doing a back to basics wire wrapping tutorial tonight. So we're just going to do a basic pair of earrings. And, so yes, Lori, I will post the links to all of the buffing and sanding things that I used on the tutorial last week, and also we'll put thank you. Oh my god. I miss being able to eat pigs in a blanket because those were one of my favorite things. Back when I was working Renaissance festivals, like pretzel dogs were the most affordable food on site, and I got a migraine after eating them every time. Never connected it, but oh my gosh, so good. Pretzel dogs with lots of mustard. Okay, so I need a piece of paper that has not been written upon on all sides. Okay, so I need to do all of the abrasives and the polishing compound. And then also bezel cut. And un momento. Okay. Cool.
We
Yeah.
still have one more to leave, so.
That's fine. Today has been a belly flop of a day, everybody. So I'm first of all drinking, but just paranoid that something else is going to go wrong. So I've got that for Lori, and thank you, Lori. You can also post that on Discord if you want to. So, hi. Happy Wednesday. By the way, we do not have a podcast topic for our 7:30 stream, so if anybody wants to chime in, please feel free. Because all I got at the moment is talking about how crappy today has been. But, so, I would love something to talk about that's not how crappy my day has been, because I've talked about that enough. But let's just take a step back and review basic wire wrapping, because as I have said over and over and over again on these streams for the past several years, there really is, in my opinion, nothing that is more useful than wire wrapping. And I mean, we can argue that, you know, if you're a fabricator, then obviously learning to use a torch is more useful than wire wrapping. But just as far as general basic jewelry knowledge, well, Lori bought all the chocolate.
I see.
Ever.
Okay, well,
That's fine.
none for Carol then.
I'm making cheesecake for Thanksgiving, so I don't need no stinking chocolates anyway. You can have your Lindt chocolates. But again, like, I'm not, and Carol and I kind of had a moment while I was starting the streams. I'm not really a chocolate person. Again, put a container of Starburst in front of me and I will be eating myself silly. But chocolate is just not my jam, and I've actually gotten in trouble. One of the many reasons I rarely, aka never, invite my mother to my home was when I invited her to my home at one point in the spring, and she was like, "Oh, these Godiva chocolates I gave you for Christmas are still here. Obviously you didn't want them, and you didn't offer to share." I'm like, well, okay. There's a lot to unpack there, but I think let's start with the fact that it's been 44 years. Shit, how old am I? I'm 44, right? Yes.
Yes.
1979. I'm 44.
Yes.
It's been 44 years, and you still don't know that I don't really like chocolate. So let's start there. Just saying. I mean, I could add or subtract. At this point, does it really even matter? Like, if you add or subtract one until you get to the next big one?
Zeros and fives count.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm coming up on a 5, but not till next year. And then the next 0 is 5 years after that. So you all are going to have to help me with this. Because obviously I cannot... Hi Corvus! I will forever be your age. Oh my Lanta. I have not been your age, Corvus, for a really, really, really long time. And, I don't think I'm not quite vintage yet, Lori, but I'm like in between Corvus and Lori. But no, I'm definitely not Corvus age. I don't have that energy anymore. So how is everybody? What's everyone doing for... Okay, so Lori already did Thanksgiving. All of my peeps in the United States, what are y'all doing for Thanksgiving next week? You know, we are streaming light. We have sales. And everyone... What?
Good night from Linda.
Oh, good night. So what's everyone doing for the Thanksgiving holiday here in the States? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, next freaking... Why do you think I'm drinking? Next week. How? And then the next week is Dickens on the Strand, and then it's freaking, Christmaka, and I don't even know.
It was October yesterday.
It was October 5 seconds ago, and now it's about to be Christmaka. So I don't understand how all of this time works. But, yeah. But wire-wrapped earrings are a really good gift to make for a couple of reasons. Number one is you can make them with very few beads. You can do either 3 beads per earring or 4 beads per earring, and it's a really good way to use up. Corvus, you first. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I have no freaking clue, like, what is going on with time these days. But I know it's going too fast, and I know it really should not be Thanksgiving next week, and yet it is. Also, so, this is what happens when you panic clean. Don't panic clean, people. Because things happen. Bad things. Things that look like this. This is my entire crafting desk collapsed on itself because I tried to move it to make room in the office for my boyfriend's computer so that it can be out of the dining room for Thanksgiving. So, the moral of the story is screw in the legs before you move the desk. This is my pearl of wisdom. Boom.
The pearl of wisdom is maybe buried underneath the desk for now.
I've got plenty of pearls of wisdom.
Allison has pearls to throw at me. See? She hit me too.
Oh, did I? You weren't on camera. That's unfortunate. The one time I hit you and you're not even on camera.
What do you mean the one time? You hit me like 90% of the time.
Oh, my aim is not that good.
It is so good when you can't see me. It's really not good when you can.
Keiko. No, I did not drop the desk on my foot.
Which is shocking.
I did wake up my boyfriend with the tremendous noise. I'm sure you can imagine the noise that made. And, hi, Julie. Yeah, you missed what I did this morning because I was trying to panic clean for Thanksgiving. And so, yeah, so what had happened was this.
That's you.
Okay.
With your desk.
Oh, So yeah, that's what happened with my desk this morning, and then I, yeah, and so then I okay. So what happened was, my crafting desk is an IKEA tabletop on top of a square frame that's held up basically by 4 sawhorse legs, and so I did not secure said legs to said frame before trying to move said desk. So you have seen the result. So then I propped everything back up, still did not secure said legs to said frame, and tried to move it
Many choices.
again, and then it all fell again. And then my boyfriend's like, "Oh, did you drop everything again?" Yes, Lee, I did. Everything is on the floor again. Blink, 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 blink. 'Cause I'm trying to make room for your computer. You know, breathing's a thing. So anyway,
I
llama.
haven't seen any handsome guys show up at the door, so I'm
I'll watch out for the handsome guy.
I'm assuming that he forgot, which works out just fine. At some point there might be a Scott, but he hasn't texted me, and
Or gotten on stream.
yes. And I think Lee is working, so I think our pool of handsome men folk is depleted. Not that it was super big.
Carol's outie.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Carol.
Oh my gosh.
No handsome guys, what's the point?
Wire wrapping, that's the point.
It is.
So let's wire wrap, but I need 2 head pins, so BRB. Also, let's talk about the fact that I put on a sweater this morning thinking it was cold. And
Yeah,
it's-
why?
It's not cold because I was okay. This morning was really bad. So, that's unfortunate. It was not a good. It's not been a good day. Okay,
Oh.
including my wardrobe choices were bad. I mean, I have a really cute sweater with a really cute doggy on it. He's grumpy, but it's also very warm. And it's very warm here in Dallas, so, you know, oops. Choices were made. A lot of them today were not good. So, let's talk about basic wire wrapping, shall we? Again, one of the most useful things, in my opinion, that you can teach yourself, and I bet you $20 that I can, if I manage not to chit-chat too much, I bet I can finish this pair of earrings
Definitely.
in the next 15 minutes. Really? Is he, like, visiting in Dallas or lives in Dallas? Weird confluence of Illinois people in Dallas tonight.
Right?
Business. That's so weird because Scott Beatty is also in here, up in here, in Dallas on a business trip tonight.
Maybe they're on the same one.
That would be weird. What company does your son-in-law work for, Julie? Okay, so when we're making basic wire wrapped earrings, meaning that you're talking about something that's got a terminus, you want to make sure that your terminus has a clean end, and so you also want to make sure that your camera is focused and has the correct exposure. So, you know, things I should have done before stream, but anyway, there's some light and here's some focal distance. Okay, so you always want to make sure that the terminus of whatever you're doing is nice and clean. And so if it's the middle of the night and you got nothing else, then use wire, but preferably what you want to use for the terminus of your earring is a head pin, meaning that it's a piece of wire that's got a flat head at the bottom, and that's going to... Nope. Okay, so completely coincidental, because that's not the same company Scott works for, but still interesting. So you want to make sure that you've got a nice clean terminus, like I said, head pin, flat piece of wire on the end. Oh, he totally could stop in at Beating Dreams and go shopping for you for Christmas, or Yule, or pick your freaking holiday. I don't even care. But, you know, he could also get you a gift certificate. Just saying. Okay, so I've got my head pins for my terminal points. And then what I'm going to use for my other links is just straight wire. So where is he staying? Because Scott's staying at the Gaylord. And so I was, well, okay, so for starters, he asked if I could pick him up at DFW tonight at 5:45. I'm like, well, dude, I've got a stream, so no. Unfortunately. And then he's like, okay, well, I can Uber to Beating Dreams, and then can you drive me to the Gaylord in Grapevine? I'm like, yes, I can. Do I want to? No, but I can. Because, yes, Dallas is this big. It's very, very large in all the directions. I mean, at least I don't have to drive him to Arlington, so there's that, but is V large. It's kind of akin to a friend of my aunt's once who was on a business trip to Milwaukee and came in during the night, so was not treated to the, you know, when you're landing in Milwaukee and Chicago as well, some of the time, you almost always wind up with a pass over Lake Michigan where you can see like all the water, and you're like, and you can see the seagoing container ships on this lake, which is essentially, it's an inland sea. It's a freshwater ocean. And then you're thinking, if we ditch into this giant lake, will my seat cushion be sufficient to keep me from dying? But that's the thing you don't want to dwell on. So, my aunt's friend came in at night. So when you do the lake pass at night, all you see is a sea of blackness, which, if you don't know that that's like a potential watery grave, it's not, it really doesn't register. So said friend, who was a male, woke up the next day in his hotel in downtown Milwaukee and called my aunt and said that he would love to have breakfast with her after he did a quick jog around the lake. Yeah, that lake. Lake Michigan spans several states, divides. I think it does Lake Michigan divide the UP from regular Michigan? Anyway, really freaking big lake. Like, people do multiple day bike rides around said lake. So, yes. So, where was I going with this? I had a point. Shit. There was... Oh! So, the size of DFW, if you're not familiar, is kind of similar to, oh, I'm just going to take a quick jaunt over to Arlington to see these people. Is similar to, I'm just going to take a quick jaunt around Lake Michigan before breakfast. Meaning that you have to jaunt around Lake Michigan for multiple days before you get to have breakfast. So it is a very, very large cityscape, and of course, you know, it's like Dallas, Fort Worth, and then there's all like the intermingly stuff. So anyway, let's do some wire wrapping because now I only have 9 minutes because I got chatty. So what we have are 2 head pin pieces and then 4 beads that are currently unattached to anything, and we are going to use our wire to wrap those. So we're gonna go for an alternating color theme. So we're gonna do black and then onyx, carnelian, and then onyx. That's the goal. So you guys hang out there. But yeah, for anybody who didn't grow up near a Great Lake or with a love of maps and geography, it's a little, the word lake is deceptive. I feel like the word lake has a connotation that does not fully encompass the Great Lakes. They big. Okay, fine. I'm just chatting. But funny story, another friend of my other aunt fell asleep on the plane, woke up during the landing pass over Lake Michigan, saw the ocean-going container ship and thought she got on the wrong plane.
Oh!
So, 2 very different readings of, the same experience. But yeah, she was like, holy crap! What the hell? Ponds are cool. Ponds also sometimes have koi fish, which is nice. Little fishies. I think you can eat the fishies from Lake Michigan now, but for a while you couldn't because pollution. They were like, no fishies. Well, hi, Shaquille. How's everything?
Shaquille!
How's life? Shaquille, we haven't seen you in a hot minute.
I
So
know.
what's been going on? While Shaquille is narrating what's been going on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make these earrings. By the way, we do have a chatting stream, podcasting stream, where I will be asking for opinions on my hair at 7:30. So I'm going to try and knock out these earrings. Well, Shaquille, I feel like you come here to answer the tough questions. Who's going to answer the loaded questions for us, Shaquille, if it's not you? Really.
Agreed.
We are relying on you. You are our tough question answerer. Okay, so the question, Julie, is should I make the curls permanent? As in permanently. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Oh, well... Okay, nobody's gonna hold you to task for typoing that. Hi, Ace. So yeah, but the question is, should I make the curls permanent or not? Because I'm leaning towards yes, but people have reservations. So I'm interested to take a poll. But right now I'm going to make a pair of earrings. So, and Shaquille, come on. 1 of 10. Okay. Well, recent meals, 8.75 out of 10. That's awesome. Shaquille, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Because we've had conversations about that. I am hosting lots of people at my house, and I created a disaster in my office earlier today trying to make space for my boyfriend to get his computer out of the dining room so that I can have a table. So my Thanksgiving hosting is going to be on Wednesday night, and Thursday I'm planning on eating an entire vat of stuffing all by myself. Yes. All by myself, all of the stuffing, gluten-free. I am very excited by this, except for the fact that my mother may impose herself upon this blissful plan of mine, and
We'll figure that out.
that's gonna be, yeah, because I really don't want her to impose herself upon my stuffing infused Thursday. I would rather have her on Wednesday. But anyway, how do you wire wrap these earrings? You might be asking, because all I'm doing is talking about stuffing and not wire wrapping. So this is a round nose pliers, very important tool if you want to wire wrap. And I mean, I will neither confirm nor deny, but I will say that there is somebody whose computer needs to go in the office in order for us to have a table where I can theoretically seat 11 people. It's a lot of people. All right, Shaquille, shoot. I'm gonna wire wrap. So we're gonna take our fingers and we're gonna press our wire away from us to make a 90-degree angle. And then I'm gonna rotate so that my pliers. Okay, I'm gonna dip out of this one because I have issues with the characterization MILF. Because I think it's ageist and I think it's reductive and it's just not my thing. So if anyone else on the stream wants to answer that question, including Heather, go for it. But a person is a person. And labels don't necessarily need to be applied.
I would say if you label yourself as a MILF, awesome.
If you're walking around in a shirt that says MILF, then you know, good on you. But it sounds like you're.
I mean, I'm not going to be a MILF, regardless of age.
I mean,
I have no kids.
I have no kids either. So I mean, so Shaquille. So that, and also, I don't know what the heck I did to myself earlier today, but I did something, and I have like, this is no bueno. Whatever I did to myself. Hi, Silver. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. We're not gonna make earrings tonight. Sorry. We're gonna get on a soapbox instead.
Okay.
So. Sorry, everyone who doesn't want to get on the soapbox, but I am, right? Yeah, back to 0 days without incident, because whatever this is, no bueno. So, the Google does tell all, but you did jump onto what I'm sure you already know is a fairly feminist stream that is populated by a lot of women who have opinions. So, yeah, so MILF, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm sure that it's something to, I think this was the first time the desk fell apart. And there was a lot of cursing both times. So for anybody who doesn't know, MILF stands for Mom, I Would Like To. FUCK. So, first of all, I feel that it's ageist because it has a connotation of, you know, someone who is old enough to have children is not necessarily fuckable, you know, except in certain circumstances, and also, feminist people, help me. Like, yeah. Thank you, Julie. So, MILF and Cougar, ageist, okay? I think it's mostly the ageist part that bugs me, is that, you know, that Shaquille, you did not, okay? I know you're not. Come on. I know you're not dumb. You've never been stupid. You are a very smart person, so don't pretend to be dumb just because you said something that, you know, was offensive to all of us. And the lesson here is Don't say crap like that. Like, think about your person, whomever you're thinking about, as a person, not a trope, not a stereotype, you know. Right? I mean, yes. So just yeah, back away from that one for a bit. And
Now, if you're looking on certain websites, it's a good search term. But it depends on the website.
but again, I'm gonna go with Heather on that. Like, this is something that if a woman chooses to label herself, like, it's one of those things, like some other terms regarding race, where if the person chooses to assume that label and to claim that and to own that, then good for them. And if they have every right to do that, but don't label anyone else that. Ouch. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all, but the bruises on this just started to come up and they hurt. Like, what the hell?
Raise your hand if you're shocked that it's been 0 days.
Since I know. Okay, if anybody wants to send me an "it's been X days since an incident" sign, I would appreciate that. You know, Julie.
Hold on, I think I have something.
What? Oh dear. Shaquille is a Shaquille likes to participate in our streams, and we like to educate Shaquille with our feminist stuff. But what the? Ow! Okay. So obviously we're just gonna like roll right into talking stream tonight because I'm not gonna make earrings. So what do we want to talk about, y'all? I do think that Corvus needs to make a, like, okay, Corvus, are you still there? I think there needs to be like a Toadette in bandages or bubble wrap emote. I mean, our feminist agenda, which is basically just to educate and inform. I mean, hell yes. Our gay agenda, our feminist agenda, our all-encompassing agenda. Did anybody really care about earrings tonight? Just wondering, because I will do them if anyone cares, even though, ouch. So, Toadette with bandages or bubble wrap. I know. We try to be educative and informative and not judgmental. And that's what I got. But anyway, what do you want to hear us talk about tonight? Because we got a talking stream, and obviously I've failed at earrings, so we might as well just continue the chit chat. Hair curls, yes, okay. All right, let's start with that. So, what do we think about the hair curls? Because I'm thinking about making them permanent. Toad with but it's got to be like dramatic band-aids. It's got to be like Allison style band-aids, because 0 days without an incident. I still have to go home later and pick up my damn desk. Mummy style, hell yes, yes. Mummy style, full head bandage, head wrap, possibly bubble wrap, possibly even like bubbles around for bubble wrap. Thank you, Kenneth. So should I make the curls permanent is the question. I know, I'm trying to simplify, thank you, Keiko. I'm trying to simplify my life because today was a shit day because I had too many things on my plate. So, if I could take hair off my plate, then I think that would be a good thing. So this is a dry run. By the way, Heather, this is not permanent.
Okay, it looks good though.
Thank you. I decided I should try it, non-permanently first. So this, can go away, but I'm thinking of making it permanent so that theoretically I can wake up and I'm sorry, my arm really hurts. So I can wake up and, do the like shake, shake, shake and go thing. I feel like that's gonna help me with my life right now. So I've got multiple, I've got 3 votes for yes. I mean, this was, I don't want to do it. I don't know about temporary perms. I'm thinking of doing a permanent perm. This is the wet it, roll it, and then sleep on it, which is not the most comfortable way to sleep. Not gonna lie. Sleeping on perm rods, not a fan. So I really would like to okay, so then here's the confession is I'm gonna do it myself. But I have 1-inch rods. That was what this is. This is 1-inch rods. But I can't afford my stylist to do it, so I'm gonna be DIYing it. The good news is that DIY perms now are way better than the DIY perms that a lot of us grew up with in the 80s. But yeah, so this is 1-inch rods, which is probably what I would use. I know, we all know better than to use, yes, because that's how you turn into Ronald McDonald overnight. And also, interestingly, the processing time is, because I remember when I used to have my spiral perms done, and it was a 5-hour process. Now, granted,
Part of that was just the curling.
a lot of that was just the wrapping, but then there was, it was a solid 2-hour processing time, and the perms that are available now, especially the, because there's a whole lot of exothermic perms that process just using your body heat, and their processing time is 20 minutes. So yeah. Yes. I know. And I meant to take a photo of me in my Nicole Kidman phase of hair where I used to pay, and I would work all summer. To pay for my perm, and I would do 1 perm a year. It was a spiral perm, and it was awful. The process was terrible. It hurt. It took 5 to 6 hours for them to wrap all my hair in the spiral rods, and then they had to put the perm solution on, and then the perm solution would burn my head, and then I had to turn my whole head upside down so they could rinse it all out, which would hurt even more. But then I would have a year of, because I had my hair dyed red at that point, I would have a year of looking like Nicole Kidman. So to me it was worth it. But theoretically, today's home perms, well, and that was a salon perm. Today's perms are theoretically less invasive and damaging than when I was young. So we'll see. But okay, so we have several votes in favor of curls. I also did decide that I should probably do it on Sunday, because that way if it looks terrible, I have a couple of days to fix it before I have to be on stream again. Right? Seriously. Yeah, see, I've got fine hair, but I don't have as much of it, I think, as you do. Plus, I'm going to be rolling my own dang hair. So, all right. So far, we're 3 in favor of the permanent wave. So, check back next week to see how that goes. Let's see. Apparently, my mother would like a mid-stream phone call. So,
Perfect.
I know, right? So, I think what's going to happen is I failed at making earrings. Sorry, y'all. We're going to come back in about 20 minutes with the actual podcast stream. Go ahead and I'm going to put myself on mute and please give us some topics other than should Allison get a perm, because I think we've really we've dealt with that. So I'm going to leave the stream going. I'm going to put myself on mute. I'm going to call my mother. It's going to be exciting. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about podcast stuff. So please pop topics in the chat. I'm going to go on mute for a few minutes. And again, I'll catch y'all in a few. Okay, bye.